Hey guys, it's Still from Hot and Moving, and look, man, I understand innocent until proven guilty, but I mean, some things you just hear, and it's just like no exception, right? Just as many as people have been talking about this with Patrick Bev and his 15-year-old sister, and just the chaos he inflicted on her, allegedly. Okay, not good, obviously. Not good. I mean, everybody consensus is like, yo, your 15-year-old sister. I mean, I don't see a reason for a 15-year-old to make this up. Okay, to put her through a alleged traumatic situation. Okay, I mean, clearly, I'm sure police took pictures of the incident. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they would not have booked Pat Bev if they did not see any markings on her or anything like that related to this chaos that was ensued by him, man. And Dave Portnoy, he works for Barstool, isn't making any moves. Isn't gonna. I don't know if he suspended him, but he's saying that he still got his back, still employed. Okay, Pat Bev is still employed. We're sticking with our guys until there's a reason not to. We'll have Pat's back. I mean, look, man, I get it. Where we're we don't want to be in cancel culture and stuff like this, and I understand, but in certain situations, this is not good. Not good for him to even say anything about it like this. I mean, fine, if you have it bad, you just be quiet then. Don't even make a statement. Don't respond to it. I know Portnoy, he likes these ex-athletes on his platform, helping him generate money. I don't know how much money Pat Bev generates, but he does have a lot of hot takes. Pat Bev, man, he's always been a hothead on court. He's always played on the edge. And I don't think anybody is surprised by his actions. I think people are more surprised that it was his actual own little sister involved in this. Okay, and the fact that it was his sister's boyfriend that had to call the police or whatever is just not good, man. I mean, thank God he's not playing no more. He's not playing anymore, and he's made a career of making hot takes. I mean, more recently he came at Trae Young, want to talk about his credentials and everything. It's just absolute mess, right? But he has found a way to be the hot take on the internet as an ex-NBA guy. Okay, he was building a media image. Okay, I remember like a year or two ago he was on First Take. Okay, he was really building that brand, and he crashed out, and this could cost him whatever left of his media career for a bit. He's gonna have to sit this one out for a minute. Okay, I'm not gonna go into the details. Everything has been heard. All right, on what he has done, in terms of the choking, the hitting, hitting high. I mean, just a lot. And for Dave Portnoy, man, I thought he was. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. He has come across, very liberal in a lot of ways when it comes to certain issues for him. Okay, as it pertains to his personal life and everything, and the group that he's a part of. All right, I'll leave it at that. But, and then you would think there's zero tolerance for stuff like that. So then there should be zero tolerance for stuff like this, alleged. And I mean, he's not stupid. I'm sure he's heard the police report and everything like that. I mean, fine, you want to have his back, just don't say nothing. But not a good look for Barstool, to be standing on business behind Pat Bev. Okay, and Pat Bev is not a lovable guy that you would give him the benefit of the doubt. Now, is that fair? No, but that's Pat Bev's own doing, though. But you've seen how he's been on the court. You've seen how he has been off the court with his hot takes and everything. I mean, he has become, somewhat of a villain on the internet. And, kind of like with Antonio Brown, when you are a hothead on and off the field and everything, people aren't going to give you the benefit of the doubt when you get yourself in hot trouble. Now, I'm not trying to equate the recent stuff with Antonio Brown to Pat Bev, not doing that yet. Okay. But many people would think that, there's still no place on, putting your hands on a woman, period. Especially a young girl who is your sister, nonetheless. Dave Portnoy takes an L for this one, though, man. Not good for you to be making a comment. I don't care if he was asked a question or not. You know, some things you just don't need to say anything on. You work things out behind the scenes. You put them on ice. All right. But I mean, alleged or not, I mean, we've seen companies before when stuff like this comes out. You know what? We don't want anything to do with you at this point. We're gonna go ahead and terminate your contract. We don't want this a negative backlash, tarnishing our brand, our company, with the foolishness you just did. You know, but that's Dave Portnoy though, man. Seemed like a fair weather guy. You know, and it seemed like him doing this, saying something like this, is going against the grain. You know, he's always a contrarian type of guy. You know what I'm saying? But in this case, though, I mean, there's nothing to be contrarian about. I mean, you heard what was happening. Okay. You know, it's like for you to make that statement, it's like, I get it. You know, he's an employee and you don't want to just fire somebody or anything like that, but that's fine. I mean, most other companies would definitely have fired Pat Bev by now. But you don't make a statement like this. You know what I'm saying? You don't make a statement about sticking behind a guy like this because he generates you clicks and hot takes and whatnot. Absolute trash response from Dave Portnoy. But anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.